Because like Tuesday, you were
A
just
little
on
less
top.
coffee in my system and sleep, but with midterms, I'm feeling good stuff.
Okay. Right on. Ready to go.
2011, at the base of Mount Lyell, I took my first intentional photograph. We hiked up there and we got there a little bit early before dinner. We got about an hour of free time before we started, winding down and getting ready for the ascent the next day. My dad pulls out an old Sony point-and-shoot camera, and he says, here, run amok, document this fun trip, and take some photos that we can show the family when we get back. And of course, I'm like, yeah, that sounds awesome. So I grab it and I head out, and I'm trying to take pictures, and there's a beautiful mountain range, and the grass is super green. There's a crystal clear lake, and I'm trying to take pictures of it, and I can't seem to capture the essence of it that I really wanted to. Instead, I end up taking pictures of flowers super close up, and I end up still having an absolute blast. That was the first time I really had a super positive memory with photography. Fast forward into freshman year of high school, and I ended up buying myself a Canon T6i. Entry-level DSLR, and DSLR means a camera that you can take the lens off and put a different lens on to change the focal range and shoot a different type of photograph. I absolutely loved it. It was cheap, it was plastic, it was durable, I could do anything to it, put any lenses on it, and I had an absolute blast with it. It taught me a lot of things. I learned all the basics of photography, aperture, light, framing, and it was durable, so I could run around with my friends, go backpacking, go on road trips, and shoot as many photos as I want and have a blast doing it. And it taught me a lot of things. But one of the things it taught me was that I had to make do, because I didn't have a lot of money to buy a nice camera, and a cheap camera, while it's really fun to use, it makes you have to be creative with it, because you don't have all the options that nicer cameras have. Fast forward a few more years, senior year of high school, last couple months. I end up saving up enough money throughout working through the year to purchase this camera, a Pentax K1. It's our first full-frame camera, and it's a huge step up from the plastic Canon I used to have. This camera is what I consider to be my ultimate creative outlet, and it's something that I would hold in the highest echelon of things that are important to me in my life. The thing is, with a camera like this, not only does it enable you to do amazing things with imagery and light, but it allows you to express yourself creatively through what you see. Upon graduating, I left school, I left that high school kind of mindset behind, and to really clear my head, I decided to hike the JMT. And the last 20-mile stretch of the JMT leads right through Lyell Canyon, where I was back in 2011, where I shot my first photograph. And Lyell Canyon is a very beautiful place. And having just purchased this new camera, this was one of the first shots I ever got with it. And it, for me, was life-changing to be able to go back to the same place that I was in 2011, not being able to shoot the photo back then, but being able to capture it now with everything I had learned previously.